Kenny, disappointment obviously last weekend to lose a goal silly on. How has been the mood and reactions since last Saturday's draw?
To pick them up really, I think we were all disappointed after the late show, as we call it, and the manner in which we lost the goal, and I think if we analyse it again, I think after we went in front we could have possibly done a lot better with the final 8 minutes where a lot of the decisions that were made, but the main one was the concession of the goal late on the day, and it was a disappointed dressing room, and I think we're fine now, I think you chew over it over the weekend and you come back into training, and we've got to approach the last 5 games in the manner of how we managed to go in front against Dunfermline. I think overall we probably deserve to win the game on Saturday, but we can only learn from that, and hopefully we're in the position again and we can do it a bit better.
It was a draw that leaves probably little margin for error in the final 5 games if 8th place is still to be an achievable target.
Certainly. We're looking at the games that we've got left and the teams around about us. We're looking at Clyde, Queen of the South, and again going back to Saturday's game, Dunfermline would have been in there as well, because I think they were delighted with the point. They've got the Scottish Cup semi-final coming up, which will take a bit of getting through to the semi-final for them, and their attentions will be switched on that. So the way we look at it is we want to make sure the minimum requirement is we stay in the position that we're in just now, but there's no room for error, and I think we can go up to Dundee on Saturday and hopefully we can put on a good show and hopefully get something to come back down the road with.
Yeah, this weekend's opponents, Dundee, are a team you're unbeaten against this season. You've had 2 draws and a very good win here at New Broomfield. How do you see Saturday's game panning out?
Well, they're coming off the back of a disappointment result. I think they had them watched on Saturday and losing 2-0 to Morton. I seen them out against Dunfermline a week past on Tuesday, and they have got a squad who will probably be a lot changed now. That's Jockey's first game when we played them up at Dens Park the last time, and I think that their performances will probably have had a lot of injuries to cope with, and they'll be a team who certainly next season will be one of the favourites to get promotion. So I would go up there and, as you say, we're undefeated against them, so let's hope that continues on Saturday.
Every team in the First Division appears to have gone on a very good run of results at some stage or another, and to achieve 8th place you've hinted at 10 points from 15 might being enough. Do you think your squad are capable of achieving that in these final weeks?
Well, I think so. We're beyond the call of loan players now. And I've looked at it all season. About bringing the players that we want to bring to the club. It's got to be right for us, and obviously come within the budget that we work under. But I think we're punching above our weight a little bit. I think you look at the squads at the so-called favourites. The St Johnstones and Dundees and Dunfermlines, and they've got a lot of experience in there. And I think we've competed with them for the most part of the season, we find ourselves in a position where I always thought it was going to be difficult this year, and I think we've still got faith in these players to get us to this position, one above where we are just now, and that will be, in my book, a tremendous feat to the end of the season.
A reserve league cup match was arranged last night against Stenhousemuir. What was the upshot of that?
Well, it's disappointing, with the weather that we had in the morning, and the fact that it was going to be at Glasgow Green. With it being council owned, they called the game off, so we were really frustrated at that, and it gave me an opportunity to get 2 or 3 other players to have a look at, because we've got a squad there who are not getting much match time. That's Matty Hasley, Michael Brown, Paul Lovering, just to name but a few. They really need games to come back, and Steve Maguire, Kevin Watt. So it was disappointing to have the game cancelled, but we've got that outstanding fixture, and hopefully it's important that these players keep their eye on with match fitness as well.
Paul Lovering, one player that you mentioned there, has been out for most of the past few months. Looking at Saturday, you were thinking that maybe his influence would have helped in those final few moments. Do you think he might play a part in these final 5 weeks?
Well, I certainly hope so. I think he's been not only with his tidy up job and his cartilage. I think the flu that he come down with, it flowed him for about a week, and that kind of put him back on track. And we're just really trying to keep his fitness levels up now, and that includes, as I say, what I mentioned earlier, the games that he needs to play, and it's finding the right opportunity to put him back in, because you look at the whole squad and they've all had highs and lows this season, and I think certainly his experience we would have benefited for that on Saturday, because I felt there was a a number of areas which we could have done a lot better on Saturday in the final 8 minutes.
So thank you very much.